There's nothing quite like the feeling of transforming your home. Whether it's a fresh coat of paint or a complete kitchen remodel, these changes make a house feel like your own. But before you dive into the fun part, picking out paint colors and browsing tile samples, it's important to have a plan, especially a budget. Renovations can get expensive quickly. That's why I always encourage careful planning and budgeting. Knowing how much your project will cost up front can save you headaches down the road. It allows you to make informed decisions and prioritize your spending. One of the most impactful changes you can make is updating your floors. New tile flooring can completely transform a space, adding beauty and value to your home. But figuring out the cost can sometimes feel overwhelming. Let's break it down together step by step. With a little planning and the right guidance, you can achieve the home of your dreams without breaking the bank. So grab a pencil, your measuring tape, and let's get started. Before you can even think about tile styles or colors, you need to know how much tile you need. This is where measuring your space comes in. The goal is to determine the square footage of the area you're tiling. Start by measuring the length and width of the room in feet. If the room has a complicated shape, divide it into smaller rectangles or squares. Measure each section separately. Write down all your measurements as you go. This will help you stay organized. Next, multiply the length and width of each section to find the area in square feet. For example, if a section is 10 feet long and 12 feet wide, the area is 120 square feet. 10 feet times 12 feet equals 120 square feet. If you had to divide the room into multiple sections, add up the square footage of each section to get the total square footage of the entire area you'll be tiling. Now comes the fun part, choosing your tile. With so many styles, colors, and materials available, there's a perfect tile out there for every taste and budget. When making your selection, consider both the aesthetic appeal and the practical aspects. Think about the overall style of your home. Do you prefer a classic, modern, or farmhouse look? Then, consider the functionality of the space. You'll want durable, moisture-resistant tiles for areas like bathrooms and kitchens. Once you've narrowed down your choices, it's time to look at pricing. Tile prices are typically listed per square foot. This makes it easy to calculate the cost once you know the square footage of your space. Remember, the cost of tile can vary greatly depending on factors like material, design complexity, and brand. It's always a good idea to get samples of your favorite tiles and see how they look in your actual space with your lighting. You've measured your space, chosen your dream tile, and now it's time to crunch the numbers and determine the total cost of your project. Start by multiplying the total square footage of your space by the price per square foot of your chosen tile. But don't stop there. Remember to factor in additional materials like grout adhesive and tools. These items might seem like small expenses, but they can add up quickly. Labor is another significant cost to consider, especially if you're not planning to install the tile yourself. Get quotes from reputable contractors in your area to get an accurate estimate for installation costs. Once you have all these figures, add them together to get your total project cost. This will give you a clear understanding of your budget and help you make informed decisions about your tile flooring project.